Ever notice how often sheep are mentioned in the Bible? From shepherds, David being a shepherd, Jesus being a shepherd, to us being flocked, to Jesus being born in a manger like a lamb, Jesus being the sacrificial lamb, God providing a lamb to save Isaac. Anyway, here's the Zodiac. Today we're going to go on procession through the ages of the Zodiac, looking at the Gemini first at the bottom left, going counterclockwise up to Taurus, the bull. Next is going to be Aries, the ram. Then Pisces, the fish, of course, and then is the man holding a pitcher of water known as Aquarius, so forth and so on. Procession means to go backwards or counterclockwise through the Zodiac. So an age is around 2,150 years. I'm going to start you off with Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve represents male and female energy, polarizing energy. Also, Shiva is a hermaphrodite representing polarizing energy. In alchemy or astrotheology, you'll see this imaging everywhere. In fact, the Bible says that God created male and female alike and called their name Adam, which makes Adam a hermaphrodite. He pulled Eve from Adam. But moving on. Remember Mount Sinai, when Moses went to Mount Sinai to come down with the 10 Commandments and then found the Israelites worshiping Yahweh through a golden calf. Yahweh doesn't like this and has 3,000 of the Israelites killed. Remember this? Well, here's Krishna. Krishna loves the bull. You will always see Krishna everywhere with this bull. Always. In fact, they seem to go hand in hand, of course, until the end of the age. And then at the end of that age, Krishna takes part in kicking this bull's tail. Like Krishna literally goes ong bak on this bull. You will find several depictions of Krishna completely assaulting and violating this bull, ripping his horns off, so forth and so on. But why does this happen? Did it really happen, or is it allegorical? Ask a Hindu, they'd say it's historical. Next is Mithra. Look at what Mithra is doing. Mithra and Krishna both outdate or predate the Bible and Jesus by at least 3,000 years. Now here's Mithra slitting the throat of a bull, symbolizing the end of the age. Also again, Mithra slitting the throat of a bull, symbolizing the end of an age. Now look, Jacob had a deal with a man named Laban. Okay, he painted a stick with spots on it and had sheep to breed while looking at the spotted stick, and it in turn created spotted sheep or spotted calves. We know this has to be an allegory because that's just genetically impossible. However, people believe this really happened. Moving on. Remember the Israelites being freed from Egypt and God telling them to take a lamb and examine it. Remember this? Also, they had to paint lamb over the door to keep from their children being killed when God killed the Egyptians' firstborn, correct? This all symbolizes the age of Aries. In fact, Jewish people today still eat a lamb at their Passover because they're told to take one and examine it and then consume it. This was given to them by their God. Remember Abraham when he took Isaac up the mountain to sacrifice him, and an angel came to Abraham and stopped him, saying that there is a ram in the bush. Look at the picture. Notice how the ram is below the angel and the wings are up high, or of course the angel's flying above his head. Look at this. This is called the Musco Borealis in the Zodiac with Aries above his head. And remember how there was a plague sent with all these bugs and things, right? Right before God killed the firstborns and they had to kill those sheep. Every picture you see, there's an angel above who represents Aries. You can't make this stuff up. Now you're going to see the Musca Borealis right here in the same constellation with Aries, followed by Pisces. Pisces comes after Aries. Jesus was born in a manger like a lamb, right? Jesus' whole life's ministry, he starts off getting fishermen, does he not? He says, follow me, I'll make you a fisher of men. Jesus represents the age of Pisces. Moses represents the age of Aries. Now, as you can see here again, Taurus, I took you through Gemini and Taurus. Now let's talk about the Pisces just a little bit. You see Pisces here, it's polarizing energy the same way, but you notice how we use fish symbolism today, even when talking about Jesus. It's everywhere. Anybody ever seen these symbols? Keep in mind that the Pisces are represented by 2 fish, and Jesus fed a multitude with 2 fish and 5 loaves. He also walked on water. Now this is pretty interesting. On the zodiacal chart, We all have, signs that's attached to body parts. Pisces represents the feet. Now look at this sign. 2 feet on Jesus. Now here's a picture of Moses holding the 10 Commandments. Now look at his head. See that light leaving his head like horns? I want you to continue watching these pictures of Moses and tell me, don't you see something that's blatant right in front of your face? Holding the 10 Commandment scrolls, look at the head. Stained glass window on a church. Holding the 10 Commandments numbered all the way to 10. Halo behind the head, look at there, horns again. Moses is representation of Aries. He never existed. And to this day, people think that he freed their people from Egypt. It's mythology. This is why Jewish people still blow shofars to this day. It's Aries. Now here's Moses at the burning bush. Look at here. See the horns again? See him receiving the 10 Commandments from who is supposed to be God? Here's Moses again. Even says its name on it. Do y'all think I went and made this? It's impossible. Now look at Moses coming down from Mount Sinai, seeing the disciples worshiping, or the Israelites worshiping the golden calf. But look at Moses' head. Then came the day of unleavened bread, when the Passover must be killed, referring to Jewish tradition or Israelite or God's holy days, as in to kill a lamb at Passover. And he sent Peter and John, saying, "Go and prepare us the Passover, that we may eat," talking about consuming the lamb, as Jewish people do during this time of celebration. And they said unto him, "Where wilt thou that we prepare?" Where will we prepare this place? And Jesus said to them, "Behold, when ye enter the city, there shall be a man that meets you, bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house where he entereth in." Now, the reason this allegory stands out is because men didn't carry pitchers of water. Women did. This is the culture. They carried the pitchers of water on their head. No men carried pitchers of water. This is why the allegory stands out. Now, Jesus said, "Go into the house of the man bearing the pitcher of water." The house of the Aquarius, all zodiac signs are in houses. The house of the Aquarius is a man bearing a pitcher of water. Now I have a video talking about Jesus and how, the sun how it sits at the table with the other constellations, showing this character right here as Aquarius. Just take a look at him. What do you think?